Namaste everyone. Welcome to our 6th day of Wellness Week. Today I'm going to teach everybody and reconnect everyone to our primal movements. Okay, so in the last 3 days, in the last 4 days, we've been doing our yoga. We've been reconnected to our breath. We've been reconnected to checking up on ourselves, where we are at in our physical level, in our mental level, when it comes to fitness and health. So today we're going to explore all of the movements that make us human and what makes us human beings, the superior beings in this planet. So unlike other beings, unlike other animals on earth, it's really humans who are able to mimic, other animals. And that's why in yoga, we have a lot of our yoga asanas which are named after a lot of different animals and a lot of different creatures. Because humans can swim, we can't fly, but we're able to make ourselves light. We're able to make ourselves heavy. We can squat and make a lot of things get done. Especially when we look back to our ancestors before all of the inventions of chairs and TVs and televisions and all washing machines that aid us in our daily tasks at home. When we look back to how our ancestors used to live, our ancestors were very strong because they were doing a lot of our primal movements, the movements that make us human, such as pushing and pulling things, moving things from one place to another, and also doing a lunge, doing a squat, squatting to plant things, bending and deadlifting to pick up things from the ground up. And it's not just from as simple as whatever things that are lying around, especially for mothers. We need to pick up our kids multiple times, even for a newborn mother. So even newborn mothers have been doing bicep curls as we pick up the child and put them in our body. Okay? And if humans are not structurally strong, we are not doing our daily exercise to compensate and prime our bodies for our daily activities and responsibilities. What gives us first is our posture. Okay, so if everything around us, like whatever we're doing, whatever activity that we need to do, if we're not strong enough, our posture gives up first. And you will see from a lot of mothers' postures how eventually we have this cross-body syndrome where our spine just gives up. Its structure as it's supposed to lift and carry our body and give this upright posture for every human. What happens is our spine gives up because all of the muscles that are supporting it is not strong anymore. And what happens is our kids are not going to stay small like this. Every month they will start, keep adding more weight. And as mothers and as any other parent, given any member of the family, we need to take care of that child and we will need to carry them. And they won't remain 10 pounds only. What happens is they keep getting heavier. They keep getting more active. And as moms and as a member of the family with a child, a newborn child, we will need to keep up with the energies of our children. And that's why they always say that for mothers, we need to fill up ourselves first so that we may be able to come out the best version of ourselves when we go out and take care of others. We don't serve from an empty cup. What happens is if there's a visitor, there's a guest that comes into our house, and if our teapot is empty, what can we serve others? So the same analogy we're going to use for ourselves as mothers, as teachers, as providers of knowledge, that we will need first to fill up ourselves to be able to give out our best to each and every family member that we have. Okay, so Principal Ma'am has asked me to give a very special yoga class for moms that even around children, it is okay to practice your yoga. Your children can be a part of your yoga journey. It can be a part of your wellness journey. They are not a hindrance. Okay, so everybody, for those moms who are joining in right now, please get your mat ready. And even if your kids are there, it's okay. Let them see that their mom is very keen on prioritizing her health. Because without mom's Being the light of the family, we are not going to be able to keep everybody in their best condition of health. Okay, so moms, let us get our mats ready. Let's get up on our feet and we'll start taking good care of our bodies, checking in how this machine is supposed to work. Today, we're going to learn 7 primal movements. We'll see how much we can cover. So first, as humans, we need to carry ourselves with full confidence and full strength. So wherever you are standing right now, make sure to own that space, meaning that whatever it is that is connected to the ground, you're going to firmly grip on it. So if our feet are down on the ground now, we're going to actively press our toes. So if this is our toes, we're going to press and grip the floor with our toes, from the big toes all the way down to the pinky toes. And later on, as we move on to our crawling, our hands, whenever our hands reach down to the floor, also make sure that you're spreading them wide actively and firmly grip into the mat. Okay? So now as we stand, a lot of mothers can relate to this, that sometimes when you're just standing or when you're cooking, 2 or 3 of your kids will suddenly run after you and then they will just suddenly hang on you. So what happens is, if we're not ready for that, a lot of moms can get hurt just by one wrong movement that has like one weight added onto you. So what we need right now to know is how to stand in a power stance position. So this is called a power stance, where your feet are evenly pressing down and you're distributing your weight evenly, both front and back. Outer edges and the inner edges of your feet are equally pressing onto the mat. Number 2, we're going to pull energy up from the ground. Number 3, we're going to move up towards the knees. The knees should not carry any tension. So the knees need to be soft. The hips are steady. And then again, we're going to pull the weight of our hips up and away from the knees. What most moms would do is we lock our knees as we do our cooking. Postures are like this. So bend your knees a little bit and pull your lower belly back into your center line. So just by standing, we already need to pay attention on this. A lot of lower back pain happens because of a wrong standing posture, which a lot of moms spend a lot of time on. So stabilize your hips by pulling your lower belly in and up towards your ribs. Next, we're going to pay attention to how our ribs are floating. Even when you're sitting, when you're standing, we must pay attention to how our ribs, are we dropping the weight of our ribs down to the hips, or are we letting it float up? So we are unloading the tinier muscles around the ribs. Okay, so our diaphragm is there, and just by letting the ribs float, we are giving a lot of space for our visceral organs, our abdominal organs, to have space to do their work. So a lot of lymph is also there. So cleansing of the limbs becomes much better because we have been giving space in this abdominal region. Okay, so right now, while everybody is sitting, if some of you cannot make it to the yoga mat, it's okay. If you're just sitting down right now, please lift your ribs up away from your hips. Okay, so every time you find yourself dropping your ribs down, pull your ribs up and away from your hips. Relax your shoulders back. So you started from the ground all the way up towards your shoulders. Relax your fingers, lengthen your neck, and push the crown of your head up towards your ceiling as if you're carrying a heavy pot on top of your head, which is full of water. Okay, so this is your power stance. Now imagine if your kids suddenly run into you, are they going to destabilize you and make you fall or go out of balance? Or are you going to stand your ground and stay strongly there on that spot? Okay, so connect firmly to the ground, stand tall. And by doing this, you will already feel that, oh, this feels good. There's no tension. I don't feel any tightness right now around my lower back. Even when you're cooking, pay attention to how your pelvis drops forward. This is a very big leakage of energy. If you look at yourself at the energy level, you are leaking energy if you're constantly moving your pelvis forward. So Every time, even when you're sitting down, float your ribs up and move your pelvis in as if you're screwing it in. Okay, so we pay very much attention into just doing this, because this alone, sitting upright, standing upright, is already going to help you a lot with giving your body some space to move and do its functions. Now from here, we're going to see if everybody is able to pick up things from the ground. So most often when we reach our arms up, inhale. When we need to pick up something that has fallen down from the floor, we will need to hinge and send the hips back and pick that heavy object up. We will sit the hips back and then we will stand back up. We will sit the hips back, stand back up, sit the hips back, and we stand back up. Now imagine if you have a grocery. If you have a bag full of your daily sustenance at home and you need to carry it from the living room all the way to the kitchen. So what most women will do is like this, okay? So pay attention. Number one, big mistake, to bend from your spine. We are going to do it for 20 repetitions. Inhale, we'll lift up. And then exhale, bend your knees a little bit and send your hips back as you grab an imaginary grocery bag and you lift it up with a straight spine. Okay, so right now, just imagine. Do along with me. Inhale, we'll reach the hands up. Exhale, we'll bend the knees, grab onto the heavy object, and we'll lift back up. Inhale, reach the hands up. Keeping your spine tall, send the hips back, bend your knees a little bit, grab that heavy object. Imagine that's a 10 kg object, and you will need to lift it up. Inhale, reach the hands up, keeping your neck long. On the exhale, sit the hips back, and notice how our knees are not coming in. Okay? I'm sure there's a lot of people right now watching. Knees are turning in as you bend. So bend with your knees pushed out a bit, grab onto the heavy object, and lift. This is our first primal movement, the bending, the hinging. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit. Okay, pay attention. Spine is long. Inhale up. Exhale, sit the hips back. Inhale up. Grab. Inhale, lift. Exhale. 5 more. 5, 4. Reach the hands up. 3. Reach your arms all the way to the side and up, as if you want to make your limbs long. Last 3. 3. Lift. 2. Lift. 1 more time. Kick the ground away as you come back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back to your power stance. Okay, relax your belly here as you stand. Relax your shoulders back. So again, every day, make it a habit to, every 20 minutes, get a few bending, hinging done, so that you prime your body into doing your daily tasks, such as sitting for a long day or walking and cooking in the kitchen. So that is your power stance. Number 2, second movement is the lunge. Okay, so from here, after we hinge, we reach the hands up. Exhale, bend from the hips, step the right leg back, and reach the hands higher. Exhale, we stand back up. We bend, we step the left leg back, we reach the hands up. Exhale, we stand tall again. From the top of the feet all the way up to the crown of your head, you're making your body tall. Okay, again, inhale up. Exhale, we hinge, bending halfway. Right leg back, reach. Exhale, stand tall right away. Bend again, step the left leg back. Land down softly on your toes. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stand back up. Hinge, right leg back. Inhale up. Exhale, come back up. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Step the left leg back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step back to the front. Inhale, reach. So now we're combining two movements, the hinge and the lunge. And up. Inhale up, reach. Exhale, bend. Step the left leg back. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands back to the hips and step back to the front. Okay? So was it clear for everybody to do it? We're going to do it for 10 more times just so that our body remembers and repatterns. If you're already doing this movement and maybe have been feeling some lower back pain, just like one of the moms who asked question from 2 days back about she's doing Surya Namaskar and it's giving her pain also. So no movement is incorrect. The only thing is when your body is not prepared for it. So make sure that when you're hinging from the hips, not from the spine. One thing we need to think about. So 10 times, let's do it all together. Stand tall in your power stance. Inhale, reach. First primal movement, we bend from our hips. We step the right leg back. We inhale, reach. Exhale, step back to the front. Inhale, up again. Exhale, bend from the hips, left leg back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands back to the hips and step back to the front. Standing tall in your power stance. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Right leg piche. Inhale, lift, stand tall. And notice how your right hip is really helping you to lift your upper body up. Exhale, step. Inhale, stand tall. Vacuum the floor using your feet. Exhale, bend from the hips. Left leg back. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands back to the hips. Step the left leg forward, standing tall. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, bend from the hips. Okay? Moms, notice your knees turning in. Ground down into your feet firmly. Step the other leg back. Stand tall as if you want to tear the floor apart with both your feet. Reach high. Exhale, stand tall. Again, inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to the hips. Left leg back. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, we stand back up. Okay, so part of the things that we teach in our method of yoga and self-care is we want women to be able to lunge firmly because this is what we also use for self-defense. If somebody comes to attack you, you are firmly grounded and you're able to push somebody away and then run away from that attacker. Okay, so it's very important to be able to lunge strongly. From a lunge, you'll be able to move heavy objects. You'll be able to pull heavy objects. How are we going to be able to move something around the house? If there's a big furniture, if you need to move a refrigerator from one point to another, you can't just push it like this, right? We will need to lunge first and then push that heavy object. We will not need our husbands. We are strong by ourselves. Okay? So everybody is moved around the house. It's okay. Moms can do it. Women are strong. Okay? So from here, we'll do 4 more of that. Just so everybody remembers. Okay? Again, stand your ground. Teenagers, girl teenagers, come and join us. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Bend from the hips. Do not round your spine. Keep your back straight. Right leg back. Inhale, lift. Stand strongly onto your feet. And imagine as if you're pushing somebody heavy or a refrigerator. Exhale, we stand back up. Strong. Inhale, lift. Notice I'm not here. We are here. Exhale, bend. Left leg back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back up. Now I'm going to give everybody a challenge. We'll see how strongly grounded are you in your lunge, okay? So together, inhale, lift high. Exhale, hinge from the hips. We step the right leg back. We stand tall. We reach both the hands up. And from here, as we exhale, tear the floor apart using your feet. So right now as I am lunging, I'm thinking as if I want to tear the floor apart using my feet. Now from here, as we are reaching the hands up and clasping our fingers, we will inhale as we reach all the way to the side. This is our 6th spinal movement that we have learned the previous days. Come back up on the exhale. Inhale to the opposite side. Some of us will feel wobbly and that's okay. Come back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale. We come back strong. Stand straight up. Strong as a mother. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend from the hips. We're going to send the other leg back now. The left leg back. We're going to stand tall. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stand your ground. Press your feet firmly to the ground. Pull the yoga mat apart. And then on our inhale, we will side bend to the left side. Now notice here that we're not aiming for bend. We're not aiming for a depth. We are aiming for length. That as we side bend, we stay balanced and strong. And we are reaching and lengthening our spine sideways. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the opposite side. Sides of the waist long. The arms long and still the neck is long. We are not eating the neck with our shoulders. Shoulders down. Lengthen to the right side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. You stand tall. Strong as a mother. Relax the shoulders back. Shake your legs off. Okay, so moms, when was the last time you did a lunge? These are very important movements for all moms, for all the girls to learn. Okay, so do your lunges every day, the way we did today. Do your hinging every day, the way we did today. Bending from the hips so that we are inspiring our glutes, encouraging our stronger muscles of the lower body to work together with our core. Third movement. Okay, so third movement, Srishti, I hope you remember this one. My students, yoga students in Scholars Rosary who are now in class 11, I hope you remember the third primal movement, a squat. Women have been giving birth at home, not even in the hospital, just by squatting. Okay, so squat, even in our daily bowel movements, this is the best posture to eliminate. Okay, so this one is one of the things, this is one of the primal movements not a lot of people can do. Okay, you might have noticed your daddies, all your grandparents are able to do this because they've been using our traditional Indian toilet. So now the kids have been growing up, no traditional Indian toilet, they've never squatted. Every time we wake up, we would go right away to our very comfortable washroom. Yeah, we use the toilet and then we sit. Nobody squats anymore. Okay, so one of the very important primal movements is your squat. So this is our deep squat. Not a lot of children can do this anymore. What happens is, assess yourself right now. Are you able to squat? Or do you feel like your knees are starting to pain? You feel your knees are wobbling in your squat, okay? So that means that, oh, I am having some weakness here. And we don't want to stay weak. We want to be strong. We want to develop strength. And that's why repetition is key. Repeat every day, regularly. Do these movements so that one day you are opening your joints and giving space for this movement to happen. Otherwise, we're going to be rusty. Okay? So exercise and move for longevity. Everybody, change your stance now. Bring your feet towards the edges of your mat. Point your toes a little more out now. So earlier in the bending, we are pointing both the feet forward. Same as lunging, we are pointing our feet forward. Now let us change our stance. Right now, while you're standing, point your feet outwards. Push something heavy in front of you, keeping your spine tall. Push the knees out and then sit your hips back and down. Are we able to do it comfortably? Okay, so for some of you who have not done this movement before, you may use a chair. You can sit back or imagine that there's a chair waiting for you behind and then tap a little bit and come back up. Okay, so let's do this 10 repetitions. Making sure you're not doing this. The knees are not moving forward. The hips are reaching back and come back up. Okay, so teachers or beautiful teachers who are watching right now, please come and join us right now as you're sitting down. Take your backs off of your chair. Get up and carry yourselves again. Carry your body upright. And then see, imagine you have balanced something on top of your head and you're coming back up. You're sitting back down. Inhale. Exhale, you pull yourself back up. Engaging and squeezing your glutes as you do this. Inhale. Sit back. Exhale. Kick the floor away as you come straight up into your standing. Inhale to squat back. Again, pull your lower belly in. Exhale, pull yourself up. Okay, we'll do it for 8 more times. Inhale. Exhale, stay upright as you come back up. Inhale, 7. Exhale, up. 6. Inhale. It's okay if you find your knees wobbly. That means from every day from now on, you're going to do a few repetitions of squats, sitting back on your inhale, standing up as you exhale strongly back into your power stance. 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Exhale. Push. Inhale. Sit the hips back. There's a chair waiting behind. Exhale. Push yourself back up. Last 3. Very strong. Exhale. Push away. Last 2. Inhale with a smile. Exhale. Push. 1 more time. Inhale. This is so easy. Our ancestors have been doing this. And we stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Exhale. Kick the floor away and feel your legs did the work. Okay, not your lower back. You're working on your stronger muscles, which are also going to help you with doing all of the work at home safely. Okay, so after a long day of work, moms would feel tired and drained. That's not the case every day. Mom should be able to retire to the bed still feeling good. Okay, so our next primal movement, we have done so far our hinges to lift something from the ground up. We have done our lunges, okay, so that it teaches us to stand our ground. Number 3, we have done our squats. Okay, so again, moms, later on I will show you how we can use our children to have a very fun time with fitness at home. Okay, so from here, we're going to now get down on the floor and learn to push ourselves up. Okay, so whenever you find yourself, okay, when was the last time everybody here has placed their hands on the floor and spent some time there? Okay, so we have lost that pushing strength. And that's why women would wonder, oh, I need to reduce some fat here. Okay, when in fact, we're looking at the wrong thing. We should not look just at the fat there. Because when there's activity, when there is muscle strengthening activity, you are automatically strengthening that muscle, and that muscle will burn the fat naturally. So don't look down just on losing weight. Look on doing movements, doing exercises, doing self-care for longevity, that we may be able to see our grandchildren and take care of them and run after them even when we are in our 80s. Okay, that we're able to still take care of everybody else in this house while we are at 80s. We're still able to do things. We are not disabled, and that is possible. It is not always sure that, okay, but the time we're 80s, by the time we're in our 70s, we are starting to have knee pain, back pain, and that is normal. No, it is not normal. These pains occur because we have stopped moving. Okay, and that's why movement is medicine. Meditation, movement, mindful movement, and breathing is the key for longevity. which again, a lot of people are missing because we're just so into losing fat. But if you make sure that you're eating well, you are moving well, you are resting properly, then your body will get into our parasympathetic, our rest and digest, where your body is able to adapt to changes, adapt to stresses without ending up feeling pain and getting drained. Okay? So now I request everybody to please get down on the floor. I am just going to adjust the camera so you can see how we place our hands down on the ground. And that's why we don't make our moms do Dandasana right away or plan. Any beginner in yoga, in sun salutation, there's a Dandasana in a plank or a chaturanga. So if you ask somebody to do this right away, after years of not pushing something heavy and using their hands on the floor, then they're going to end up having pain, okay? So we are going to first do the easier ones, which are crawling. Everybody has crawled right now in our whole life. We were able to crawl. So here, with our hand down the floor, spread your fingers wide, press down on the ground, and then lift your knees up. Lower the knees down, lift your palms up, and then right hand and left knee up, crawl forward 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 steps back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just like walking, crawling is also the same. Right hand, left leg, left hand, right leg. Same with crawling. So it becomes a neuromuscular. It's a coordination that is happening here. The right hand, along with the left leg, moves along with it. Okay, so do this a few more times. See where you are at with how you're doing this movement. Is it easy for you to do the crawling right now? Because we have all done crawling before we became adults. As children, we're able to crawl, and that's why we grew up to be stronger. Okay, so we'll do it for 10 more times. Crawling forward, 4 or 5 times, and then crawling back. And then another 10 times, crawling sideways, and crawling to the left side. Okay, so this will show you how strong are you to the upper body and on your core. Because it can feel heavy if we start crawling and we're not able to lift ourselves up. We tend to lift the shoulders up towards the air. So relax your shoulders down, keep the neck long, and do your crawling, okay? So now I'm gonna show a few things. Mami, ano yan ka? Okay, so one of the very fun activities that you moms can do with their children at home is to do your crawling. Okay, it will teach children to have neuromuscular coordination. It will teach children to be very well connected to their tactile, their senses. Okay, so whenever I do this, my kids would come on my back, and then they would come in, and then they would come on top of me. And then I will have to make sure that I'm able to support them. Just like how mothers would do. We always support our children, and we need to be strong to be able to support them as they grow up to be 30-year-old young adults. Okay, so here, another thing what moms will do is, when we squat, we can squat comfortably, and he's now going to stay 20 kgs the whole time. He is also going to get bigger, taller, and heavier as the time goes. So we should be able to support our children and be able to keep up with the energy that they have, because moms are stronger, right? Okay, so now we're going to do all together, feet together. We have explored only 4 primal movements today, but it's okay. We can always add them in our Surya Namaskar sequence, which we are now going to show. Feet together. Very good. Namaste, everybody. On our inhale, first, we're going to reach the hands high up into our Hasta Uttanasana, where we make our bodies really long, expanding the whole chest, making a very long spine because the spine has been working so much in sitting down and getting compressed. So we are decompressing and taking care of the spine here. Exhale, we reach down, making sure we're bending from the hips. We step the right leg back. Inhale, reach high, Santulasan. So we are lunging here so that even if somebody pokes you from the side, you're not just going to fall. You are structurally strong here. Exhale, both the hands back down to the floor, and then we step back with the knees down. We will sit the hips back, and then on the inhale, we will rise up into our Bhujangasana. Look towards the camera.
Cobra Pose.
It's a Cobra Pose, yes. So open up your chest so your heart has space to move and pump blood to the whole body. On the exhale, we will push and sit the hips high up into, what's this posture called? Downward facing dog. We step the right leg forward. Right leg forward. And we come up, stand tall, stand long. Santulasan. Reach. Yes. Exhale, we reach and open the arms wide like eagle wings. We step the left leg forward. Now we will kick the earth away to come back up. Inhale. Now Tarasan. Interlock your fingers and make yourselves very tall. Decompress the spine. Exhale. We bring our hands back together. We will do it again. Inhale. Tarasan. Everybody tall. Get up on your toes. Balance on your toes. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Hands down. Now the kids can do this also. Hands down the floor. Make sure to grip the floor with your fingertips and jump back. So what we did right here is we jump back and lower the knees down. Sit the hips back. Okay, look there. Sit the hips back. Ready for our Cobra Bhujangasana. Everybody, long spine. Now, open your chest. Exhale, Swanasana, downward facing dog. We step again, the right leg forward. Ready to stand up tall. Inhale, reach. And exhale, we will step back to the front. Inhale, stand up tall. Tadasana. Get up on your toes. Exhale, we sit in our Vajrasana. And hopefully our mothers, along with the children, are all learning from this session. Hopefully, we're all going to start this wellness journey, not just during this wellness week, but carry it on for as long as we live, even after the lockdown. Okay? So namaste, everybody. Hope to see you healthier and stronger the next time we meet. Namaste.
Since time immemorial, on every auspicious occasion, we seek the blessings of God. So, as a part of tradition, we now have the Invocation Dance by Vidushi, Jyotika, Yamini, Vrinda and Pragya. I hereby request Ms. Nisha Kalra ma'am to introduce our eminent guest speaker, Dr. Sanjeev P. Suhani.
Good evening, dear audience. It is my privilege to introduce our revered guest to you today. On behalf of Scholars Rosary family, we extend a warm welcome and feel gratified with the august presence of our eminent guest, Professor Dr. Sanjeev P. Sahni, Principal Director of the Jindal Institute of Behavioral Sciences at the Jindal Global University, Sonipat. He is also the Director for Center for Innovative Leadership and Change, Center for Victimology and Psychological Studies, member of the governing body and advisor to the Vice Chancellor at the Jindal Global University. He holds an MA in Psychology, PhD, DSc-HC, FSMS and FSPA with specialization in the areas of sports psychology, organizational psychology, psychopsychology and rehabilitation psychology. Dr. Sanjeev Sahni is a paradigm of distinct vision and distinguished work in numerous capacities, as he possesses an extensive and rich experience of 32 years in academic industry and government sector. He has also trained over 32,000 school principals, teachers, senior government officials, industry professionals, besides many more in over 50 countries, with an extensive contribution of 14 years as a scientist in the Ministry of Human Resource Development and Sports Authority of India. Under his leadership and guidance, JSPL has won various awards in HR like RASBIC HR Leadership Award, SAIL HR Award for Excellence in Human Resource Management. JSPL was also rated amongst the top 20 best companies to work for in India by Business Today and Mercer. After successfully leading the HR functions of the organization for 4 years, in 2010, he was entrusted with another challenging role of head education. His contribution across the globe has been cosmic. He has worked as a research scientist at several universities like University of Houston, Texas, University of Illinois, Chicago, to name a few. With a perfect blend of academic and industry exposure, he has been invited by several institutes in over 30 countries. He has also served as a secretary to Indian Association of Sports Medicine and Sports Psychology Association of India. He has authored, co-authored, edited and reviewed many books and research papers such as Handbook of Sports Psychology, Perceptual Organization of Criminals, Performance Enhancement of Sportsmen, and Stress Management. He has delivered lectures and keynote addresses at various institutes in India and abroad, and has published numerous research papers in various national and international journals of repute. Today, we at Scholars Rosary feel extremely honored to have such an illustrious personality amongst us, whose name itself is an epitome of versatility. We warmly welcome you, sir, to our webinar today. And now, I cordially invite our revered guest, Dr. Sanjeev P. Sahni, to address the audience.
Thank you very much for giving me a chance to unmute myself. You know, it's pretty strange that if I've been given 15 minutes and you guys have to hear 15 minutes of introduction. So anyway, bear with me and I will try to finish in 12 to 15 minutes, as I know that, you have a next speaker and I know her very well. She's pretty good. Okay. I was asked to speak on psychology well-being, and for which I would like to thank for this visionary thought. And not many people understand that mental health is important in this country. Our government doesn't understand. I mean, you'll be surprised to know if you see that how much budget of the health department goes into mental health is terrible, very shocking. Whereas in the developed countries, they spend more money on mental health so that people are not getting sick. So you reduce the expenditure which you spend on establishing more hospitals and doctors if you can take care of mental health. Not many schools, not many governments, not many societies and NGOs are giving enough importance. So I would like to compliment and my special gratitude to Gugnani family that they've thought of establishing a 1-week wellness program for people. So really grateful. Now, quickly, as a psychologist, I want to tell you, emotional health is key to happy life. What is this emotional health? Can I, whatever I think about myself, can I carry out my work? Now, many times it happens, I say, oh, I'm probably becoming inefficient. I'm not able to do. I am irritable. I'm frustrated. I'm, going towards little hostility, violence, especially in this time of uncertainty and anxiety during COVID-19. We see that everyone is at home and we are watching that people are becoming more irritable. And I'm sure आप लोगों के घर में भी थोड़ा लड़ाई झगड़ा ज़्यादा हो रहा होगा. It is bound to happen. Children are not able to focus. Children are not able to maintain their calm and peace. And they are also pushing certain things. Don't mind it. This is the time when you have to listen your students and please accommodate your own children as well. I would request, in fact, this is probably my 60th webinar. I'm conducting it every day for various schools and teachers. And I'm just saying that, not more than 3 hours in a day. Make it a point. Maximum for very senior classes, maybe 4 hours. And how to schedule, I will probably, if I get more time sometime, and I'm going to talk to you that how psychologically this time. I just want to tell you one thing. After World War, the kind of victims of World War, they faced the major psychological issue was PTSD, that was post-traumatic stress disorder. After World War, the present situation is causing us definitely stress, if not trauma. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to feel today and tomorrow. But next 5 years, 8 years, 10 years down the line, people have a high probability suffering from serious psychological disorder like PTSD. Now, I'm quickly going to say in 12 minutes, 12 things. How you can be happy, how you can maintain your emotional health. That is, which will in turn will give you the boost for physical health. The first, I know somebody was talking about food. You have to be very careful. No fried food, no spicy food, very less sugar, very less salt, and no carbohydrates, especially maida, white flour. Second, I was so happy the way the young lady was explaining fitness with 2 young kids as well. We love watching these things. I really wonder. And most of you are going to say to your children, you must do it. You must watch. You sit in the front of TV. You do it. You do it. The parents don't say, let's do it together. So I really liked when the kids also perform. So there has to be a culture in the family that everybody should indulge together. Third, please use your bedrooms, ladies and gentlemen, only for sleeping purpose. Most of us, whenever we are a little tired, and then we lie down and we relax. That should not happen. In fact, I would say when you get up, take a bath, lock the bedrooms, and then open it when you are going to go. So I don't want any kind of a lethargy or any kind of a drowsiness. Your posture. Every time, make it sure that keep your ears in the line of your shoulders. It should not go like this. It should not go like this. Sleep. Make sure, students, is a good news for you. You must all sleep for 8 hours. And on weekends, I tell you, you can sleep even for 9 hours. Don't worry about it. The more you will sleep in this COVID-19, it will help you to build your immunity. There is nothing harm. Don't parents wake them up early morning and push them to study, study, study. By the virtue of I work with the Ministry of Human Resource Development and I sit on the various committees, probably 33% cut in the curriculum is already being communicated to you, but very soon it is going to be even 50%. So, take it easy. For teachers, I would suggest don't put much burden on students. 6, hydration. Make sure you are being hydrated. Pani jada pina hai. There is a big research all over the world which says if you are regularly drinking water every after 1.5 hour, 300 kind of ml, you will do very well. These things I would request you to write it down and make sure through your contacts and whenever you conduct parent-teacher meetings online, make sure it should reaches everywhere. Please allow teachers and parents, please allow your children, motivate them, encourage them that they should express themselves. When children hide things, when children start speaking lie, that is out of a fear. So if your children are lying, the problem is with parents, not with the children. Because I have never given an opportunity the way I can, express myself, encourage that. Number 8, distraction is, the learning during distraction. When your children are having examinations, and if somebody says, I'm going to come and stay in 2 days for you, the whole house is like, oh, mera bacha fail ho jayega. If there is a music at home, if there is grandparents at home, people think that it's a distraction. No, we must prepare ourselves, our children, that they should perform well during, distraction as well. I'm not talking destruction, I'm saying distraction. All of you sitting over here and listening to me, I would suggest there is nothing harm, openly, loudly ask for help. It's not that I'm expert how to raise my children. In fact, none of us, we have ever got a training how to raise our children. And when you have a pet at home, you get a trainer to train your pet. But you think that it is easy to get children and raise them. I'll ask my mother or a mother-in-law and I'll do it. No, it is very difficult. Probably number 10, and which is very important for all of you, learn to take time out and relax. It's very important. Now, I'm not going to teach you. This young lady was telling many things, but if you go to Google and just put relaxation therapies, there are 300 types of relaxation therapies. And in that, I would suggest pick anyone you feel like. I'm not going to say A, B, C, pick anyone. Must do it. If you cannot do that, if you don't have inclination, at least do it 2 minutes in the morning and 2 minutes in the evening. Only the breathing exercise, which you can, just type breathing exercise and there you will find many. Do anything, but at least 5 minutes every day spend on mental training as well. 11, do something you enjoy. Whether you are having a habit of gardening, reading novel, cooking, baking, gossiping, watching TV serial for half an hour, no issues. And I want to tell you, all of you can watch easily one, for children, half an hour every day and 1 hour on the weekends, please allow. From a distance, all of you can do that. Anything you like doing it, except if it is going to harm you. I'm not asking cigarettes or drugs or alcohol, but anything you love doing it, you enjoy, must do it. 12 is an important thing. Recall positive life events. The interesting thing is negative thoughts comes of its own. That you need not to create. For positive thoughts, you need to create. If I have to think about positive things, where I was last year on this day. Oh, I was in Greece. I was in Santorini today. I'm thinking about blue water. I'm thinking about the market area. I'm thinking about food, culture, dance. The adrenaline is flowing into my body and my whole body is feeling good. So, but you have to put an effort. You have to, recall positive events of your life. And I'm sure all of us, we have few positive events. Number 30, perform act of kindness. घर में यदि कोई बुजुर्ग है, उसकी मदद करो, कोई बाहर है, उसकी मदद करो. I guarantee you, if you will spend 100 rupees, you are going to get a mental satisfaction for 1,000 rupees, 10 times more. I can prove it to you. So make sure all of us, and inculcate a habit in your children to, perform act of kindness. Number 14, practice forgiveness. All of us, we commit mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And when you are going to say, मैंने आज तुम्हें माफ कर दिया, between two friends, you say, oh, let's be friend again, forgive you. Oh, the kind of mental set, those are the things which are called in emotional health. So it's not that you need to do various things to get the mental health. By your action, your acts and deeds will get you into your healthy emotional health. Then the last two things, in fact, before I say, I've already taken more time. Before I say that, I want to tell you, being lonely is as lethal as smoking 15 cigarettes in a day. Can you imagine? If you are lonely at home and you are not interacting with people, it's as bad as you are smoking 15 cigarettes in a day. Make sure you must form deep connections with each others. You should have trust among people. You should have friends. You should have relatives to whom you feel they are mine. That also will give you emotional health better. Express your feelings, as I said, and think before you act. It's very important. It's not that you stayed away jumping onto things. 3 last things. Find a purpose and a meaning of your life. मैं क्यों जीवित हूं और मैं क्यों ये काम कर रहा हूं? One particular thing will give you an insight today. If you say, what is my purpose of life? What is the meaning of my life? You will get an answer. And 2 more things. Please develop a relationship bank. I'm giving you a test of the mental health today. Not about your husband, wife, children, parents. How many relatives do you have? Not by mama, chacha, taya. How many relatives do you have? You write a list. If list goes in 3 figures, you are perfectly fine. If you just have 20, 30, 40 people, you have some mental health issues. Write down. The last thing, please do it today, which I'm telling from last 20 years to every child and every person who visits me. Develop a gratitude journal. मैं कितने लोगों का धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं? How many people have contributed to my life? How many people I want to extend gratitude to them? Like I'm extending a gratitude to Gugnani family today. How many of you? Write a journal. It will take probably 2 days, but it's not that you take a mobile phone and say, isko likhu, isko nahi likhu. You have to remember and have to see. It could be a doctor, it could be a nurse, it could be a teacher, it could be your neighbor, it could be your coach, it could be anyone. And if your list goes 200 to 300 people, you are absolutely perfect, mentally healthy person. WHO has come out with a new definition of health, which says spirituality, emotions, mental, and physical. India is only focusing on physical, but emotional, spiritual, we are not. So spirituality is nothing to do with religion, but spirituality means how I'm carrying things. If I'm in an ethical way, I'm doing my work, I've done my job. There will be no psychological issues in me. The locus of control, that means who governs my behavior. If I'm being governed by my inner thoughts and ideas, I'm doing very well. But if I'm depending upon the external thoughts and circumstances, that is the time when my mental health is in crisis. Take care of your health, but it's more important to take care of your emotional health. What I talked about, nutrition, your physical fitness, your hydration, your how you express yourself. You must relax yourself, have more positive thoughts, more and more, all these kind of things. If you'll continue doing it, if I ever get a time, I will definitely get back to you, and I can conduct a 2 hours program where we can easily ensure that how your mental health can be taken care of, and second, how we can make a healthy society. Great. I have taken exactly 15 minutes, and thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to talk to you. And I'm glad that today you could spend time to listen to me. Hope to see you soon. Be healthy and be blessed. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that thought-provoking and captivating session. Sir, I would like to ask from you, would you like to answer certain questions from our students?
Sure, why not?
Thank you so much, sir. First question is coming from Arushi Agarwal.
Yes, Arushi, go ahead, unmute yourself.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So my question is, like we as children, we need to support our parents who move out to work in this tough phase of COVID-19. So how can we do that our parents are relaxed mentally and emotionally of the fear of infection getting at home?
Okay, in a just few words, you have asked many questions to me. First of all, a right time is that there should be a good family time. And let me tell you, we are not enjoying this particular time. Although many people say it's a quality time, I don't agree with them, because this is not a quality time. It is not easy, because earlier we were going out, we are sitting at home. Now, one thing, I'm a person very pragmatic in nature. I'm not going to give you a theory, but I would say, take a pledge today that every family member will have dinner together at home together. Second, it's not that mother is cooking and then you people and father is eating. No. So make sure that these people should come on the table, dining table together. Then I would suggest that, maybe you can ask your father or mother to start today that everybody has to speak for 2 minutes. Speak anything, but not negative. Nobody will start talking about COVID or any other things. Do it, and then children will also. Even a 4-year-old child should be encouraged to speak. That is the way we will be able to, train people how they can express themselves. It is important that at home, we should also cooperate with our parents. And the third and the last thing, parents should also involve their children in taking decisions. Even if you are moving a furniture or putting certain paintings here and there or buying certain items, we need to involve even a 3 to 4-year-old child that how you are going to do it. So that the sense of belongingness will come, self-worth will come, and ultimately it will lead to self-esteem, which is the success for every human being. Any other question?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So next question is coming from Avi Singroha.
Hello, sir. So due to today, so my question is, due to today's competitive world, both the parents go out for the work and they are not able to give sufficient time to the children. So how should the parents balance between their work life and family life so as to benefit the children mentally and materialistically as?
Very good question. In fact, one of the major issues, in today's life, because both husband, wife, or your mother and father are very much are concerned about their own careers. And they leave probably at 8 o'clock, they come. You never asked, Mr. Singhora. You never asked your parents that you want to come to this world. It is their choice. They got you into this world. And now they are not able to spend time with you because of their own performance, professional development. Now the question is, one, when am I ready to have kids, and do I have a plan that how I'm going to raise my kids? Three, if both of us we have to work, do I have an understanding and awareness that how to deal with these kind of situations? Whenever you feel, as I said, the loneliness is as bad as having a 15 cigarettes in a day. So it is important that if you are feeling lonely at home, and if you are being raised by nannies and governess, then you are not going to learn proper values, morals. Your beliefs, your judgments, your opinions are definitely going to be deviated, and then the entire credit of your mischievous behavior, your criminal activities, the way you are lying with the people, it goes on to your parents. So parents needs to train themselves how to raise kids. So that is why initially we were going and providing a training. We have done it with probably now 60,000 teachers. Then we thought, no, teachers probably are not able to convey that. Then we thought we should talk to students. Probably I have done 500,000 students by now. Now I have realized, no, it is all futile exercise. Now we have started, dealing with parents directly. And I conduct a session all over the world, basically how to raise your children. And first 0 to 7 is the most important thing, because that is the value and a moral formation age. So it is important. So probably you have asked this question. I wish and pray your parents should have asked this question. I would have told them many more things. I know Shikha is here, and Shikha and I, we shared a number of platforms earlier also in Delhi University and other schools as well. So my special regards to her. And I know I don't want to push more, and thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you so much, sir. And now I would request respected principal ma'am to extend hearty gratitude to you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir, and our august audience of the 7th day of this wellness webinar. I'm indeed highly grateful to our distinguished guest and keynote speaker amongst us today, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Suhani, one of the few Indian psychologists to have dispensed his immense knowledge towards the development of society and nation. A personality with a multitude of achievements in his hat, his contribution across the globe has been cosmic. His 30 years of research, understanding, and dynamic seminars have put individuals and organizations on the path of growth. Sir, we feel extremely delighted and honored with your precious presence, marking it as a significant day in our school's calendar. Thank you for the knowledge given by you, as it will surely work as a boon for our students, teachers, and parents, and to add to their mental and physical well-being. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dear audience, as we move forward with our agenda of fitter, healthier, and happier, we also have with us our renowned nutritionist and health expert, Ms. Shikha Sharma, who will guide us through good nutrition and focus on the physical aspect of well-being. So please stay tuned to continue acquire maximum benefits from our wellness webinar. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. So
We all know
first,
that good
thank you
health
so
is
much
inevitable for a good life, and there can be no happiness without good health. Today, we're honored by the benign presence of our guest speaker, Ms. Shikha Sharma, a renowned dietitian and nutritionist. She's the founder of Fat to Slim and SAS Diet Learning Academy. She's the first dietitian who changed the world of diet into being beautiful with and treat our body with Indian food and kitchen secret. She's introduced the magical concept of eat, sleep, and no exercise. She's the dietitian and consultant nutritionist of top celebrities and politicians. Ms. Shikha has also been awarded by Srimati Smriti Irani and Sri Arvind Kejriwal as one of the most renowned dietitian and nutritionists in India. She's the official diet expert with Femina Miss India and Nav Bharat Times Femina. She owns 17 franchisees from India, USA, and Dubai. Today, she'll talk to us about Indian diet and the kitchen secrets to lose weight and boost our health. On behalf of our Scholars Rosary family, ma'am, I extend a convivial welcome to you. I request you to begin with wellness talk.
Thank you so much for such a lovely introduction. And it is lovely seeing you, Preeti ji. And Dr. Sanjeev ji, it is so lovely listening to you. So it is all my pleasure to be here and, talking to our youth, our, coming generation, and a lot of parents who are here. So today we will be, of course, we will be having a discussion on diet and nutrition. We will be, exploring a lot of facts about diet and nutrition. We will be, busting a lot of, things that we think that this is right in the diet, but how it is affecting your body. So let's start from this. So the moment we use word diet, right? So we always think that somebody will come, who'll come and who'll guide us that how to starve ourselves. कोई आएगा जो बताएगा भूखा कैसे रहना है. There's somebody who's gonna come and gonna teach us that how to leave the food and how to start living a life where we just need to remove maybe a dinner or maybe a lunch and start leading a healthy life. So very first, I like to tell that diet never means starvation. Diet means that you are eating, and with that eating, you are living a healthy lifestyle. With that eating, right, you are leading a life where you are making yourself fit. But nowadays, whenever we think of diet, we always think ki diet hai, now we have to skip our dinner, right? We have to take a very little of the food. This is the mistake that what we are doing in the diet. And today we're going to rectify this. And also, as the corona is there, right? And, over the television, we are just listening about boosting our immune system. कि हमें अपने immune system को boost करना है. And we have to make sure that our immune system is strong so that we can fight with corona. And that is absolutely true. Because boosting the immune system will not only right to help you to fight with corona, right? ये बहुत पहले हो जाना चाहिए था to talk on the immune system, because when your immune system is strong, right, you able to fight with the different health issues, right? So today we will be discussing that which all are the secrets which is there in your kitchen which will help you to boost your immune system, right? So let's start, right, with the diet. So very first, when we think of diet, we have to treat the body the way, we are leading our life, right? As we, just mentioned that I have my franchise in New Jersey, Dubai. So we are treating only Indians. What do you mean by treating only Indians? Means that we have to eat that kind of food that what we eating since our childhood. हमें वो खाना खाना है जो हम बचपन से खाते आ रहे हैं. But आज हम डाइट को क्या बना लिया है? What we have made a diet? We have made a diet more about broccoli. We are made the diet more about avocados. No, that is not a diet. That is, we are eating that food which even doesn't grow in our country, right? So we have to eat that food which grows in our country. So हमें broccoli नहीं, हमें गोभी खानी है, because that is the food we are eating since very long time. And as a lot of students are here, so what I've seen the scenario in the students, right, in the schools, students, they see their mothers, doing the diet, जिसमें बहुत सारा starvations है, and they may be eating, food which they are not finding very tasty, and they think diet is something like eating tasteless. No, very first we have to correct this thing. Diet doesn't mean eating a tasteless food. it means that you have to eat a tasty food so that you able to do that as a part of your lifestyle, right? That you able to do as a part of a longer time, because weight lose is not about a short period of time. Weight lose means it should be for the longer time. Now, as all of the students here, everybody, we are very, very enthusiastic about Bollywood, right? And whenever anything come about the Bollywood, we are very, this thing कि अच्छा वो क्या करते हैं, कैसे करते हैं, और diet को हम उन लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा follow करते हैं, right? So guys, my very first question is, when Kareena Kapoor, right, when Aishwarya, they lost weight, have you ever seen the charm of the face has gone for a toss? Right? But you have seen a lot of time, maybe you, your mother, or anybody, none of yours, once they start doing the diet, the charm of the face start going for a toss. So what is the reason behind that? Right? What is the reason why the charm of the face going for a toss? The reason is only this, that the bad weight lose is happening, right? कि जो आप weight reduce कर रहे हैं, वो weight reduce नहीं हो रहा है, you are getting unhealthy. And remember one thing, face is the biggest mirror, right? हमारा जो चेहरा है, वो हमारी body का सबसे बड़ा आईना है जो हमें बताता है what is happening inside our body. So guys, make sure, and as I deal with a lot of celebrities, even the owner of Filmfare, so we make sure that we giving them a food to eat, and that is how we treat the body. अब जैसे ही बात food की आती है, right? Whenever think about the food, so very first we know that we have to say no to aloo, right? So how many of you are fond of aloo? I'm sure every one of you is fond of aloo. But whenever we think of aloo, we know only one line जो हम बचपन से सुनते आ रहे हैं, आलू खाओगी तो आलू जैसी हो जाओगी, right? In fact, in the morning, I was taking a session with a student. So they told me aloo is a superfood, but we should not eat that, right? We should not eat that. So no, aloo is very important for the body, because that is what we eating since our childhood, right? And it prevents you from the cancer, and it is a big source of the calcium. So if you have a myth that aloo makes you fat, remove that completely, right? Aloo never makes you fat. In fact, it giving you a very right kind of the nutrition. The biggest example for that, right? So guys, let's take a biggest example of that. When the child, right? Because I know a lot of parents are also here. When child becomes 6 months, right? जब बच्चा 6 महीने का हो जाता है, we give them a aloo ka mash, but we don't prefer giving them a chini. Why? Because we know aloo is healthy, right? Chini is not good, right? So if you're thinking that aloo removing will make you slim, it's a biggest myth. You can eat aloo and you can stay slim. Even it will help you to prevent from the lot of health issues, right? Now coming forward, right? Now, whenever diets comes in our mind, we always know that we have to eat healthy food, right? So जैसे ही diet आता है, right? दिमाग में आता है हमें healthy खाना है. But as a youngsters, we always scared of the healthy food, because we know healthy means कि मम्मी अब मुझे घिया तोरी टिंडा खिलाएगी, right? अब मम्मी मुझे घिया तोरी टिंडा खिलाने वाली, and we always get scared and we say, oh, I don't want to eat. Well, so all the parents who are out there, if you are taking care of your health and your children's health, diet doesn't mean only ghiya tori tinda. Yes, of course, you can enjoy it, right, with the making it tasty. Every vegetable, it plays a very important role, right? For example, even if you're eating mushroom, right, it is a very big source of the zinc, right? So आपके लिए mushroom भी important है, बैंगन भी important है, भिंडी भी important है. So don't bifurcate the diet into only the green vegetable, because every vegetable have their own benefits. So when you are maintaining a healthy lifestyle, make sure you enjoy all the vegetables, right? So now no more torture, only with the green vegetable, go and enjoy. And this is the big mistake that we do in the diet when we are only relying on the green vegetables. So enjoy all kind of the vegetables. Now guys, when it comes to the oil, because I'm sure nowadays पहले एक health ऐसी चीज थी which was we always used to think कि body को maintain करके रखना, it's only for those people maybe who's into media line and into a television, but now everybody have understood कि body को maintain करके रखना बहुत जरूरी है, because ये आपको healthy तो रखता ही है, it give you the confidence, right? It gives you the confidence, right? When you pass the school, when you are facing your interview, when you're going ahead in the life, it gives you the confidence, right? So of course, the fitness plays a very, very important role. But guys, make sure you don't have to run behind it. आपको उसके पीछे भागना नहीं है, right? Because there is a two-way of weight loss, right? One is a good weight loss and second is the bad weight loss, right? Good weight loss says that you need to eat food and you have to maintain yourself, and the bad diet says that where you have to starve yourself and you can reduce yourself, right? Or bad weight loss agar aapne kara, right? In case if you go for a bad weight loss, what will happen? It will just open the door of a different health issues, and your energy will start going for a toss, and right, your charm of the face will also go for a toss, right? So good weight loss means that you have to eat tasty food, and that's how you need to reduce. Now, when we think about the diet, so ऑयल, हमारे दिमाग में ऑयल आता है, राइट, कि हमें कौन सा ऑयल यूज करना चाहिए. एंड ऑयल पे आजकल बहुत सारी डिस्कशंस होती है दैट वी हैव टू यूज मे बी पीनट ऑयल, वी हैव टू यूज अ कोकोनट ऑयल, एंड लॉट ऑफ पीपल हैव अ कंफ्यूजन, राइट, कि व्हाट ऑयल वी शुड यूज. तो सबसे पहले आई लाइक टू टेल यू दैट द ऑयल व्हिच यू नीड टू यूज इन योर डेली लाइफ इज द मस्टर्ड ऑयल, योर सरसों का तेल एंड योर देसी घी, बिकॉज यही हम बचपन से खा रहे हैं. इनफैक्ट आवर ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स जो हमसे बहुत ज्यादा एनर्जेटिक थे, who were much healthier than us, so which oil they use mustard oil and the desi ghee, so that is the best oil to use. Now come the olive oil, because nowadays the olive oil is very much into the trend. जैसे ही oil की बात आती है तो सबसे पहले हमें हमारे दिमाग में olive oil आता है. So guys, I like you to clear on this. Olive oil, first of all, it's not meant for Indians, because it meant for the thanda countries, and it is not meant for the Indian cooking. Because when foreigners they use olive oil, they never do it, हमारी तरह छोक नहीं लगाते सब्जी को, उनका style of cooking is different, right? So olive oil is meant for the garnishing on your salad, but not तड़का सब्जी like Indians that we do. और जब हम olive oil को ज़्यादा जलाते हैं, it become a toxin from the body, right? And we think that we are eating a much healthier, food than the other people. No, that is the big mistake we are doing. We have to go for the mustard oil and the desi ghee. That is the best oil to use. Nowadays, we are talking a lot about the coconut oil also, right? A lot of people have a question that is coconut oil is the very, like good to use. हमें coconut oil use करना चाहिए and all. Well, I like to tell you, coconut oil, first of all, कहाँ पे use होता है, right? जब हम पढ़ते भी है तो coconut की बात कहाँ पे आती है? South region में. It has never been asked for the north side and all. So coconut oil, it's for the south side, because their lifestyle is different from the North Indians. They work in their fields, वो अपने खेतों में काम करते हैं. Their lifestyle is very, very, like active lifestyle, whereas our lifestyle is not that active. So when you taking a coconut oil, it is very hard to digest and it can hamper your heart as well, right? So avoid using any oil which you are using as a new trend in your family. Go what we using since the older time, right? Now let's come on the और जैसे ही when we talk about the meetha, because everybody like meetha, right? And I'm sure all the viewers here, they love meetha, right? और I guess बच्चों को, और जब हम 40 प्लस हो जाते हैं तब सबसे पहले खाने के बाद हमें मीठा खाने का बड़ा मन करता है. So guys, what is the effect of sweet मीठा on your health, right? आपकी बॉडी पे मीठा क्या अफेक्ट करता है और हमारे लिए हमें किस फॉर्म में मीठा लेना चाहिए? Let's talk about that first. Lot of people have this, that brown sugar is better than white sugar, right? Lot of people, they think honey is very good, jaggery, which is good, is very good. So I like to clear one thing here, that anything, कोई भी चीज जो मीठी है, right? कुछ भी जो मीठा है, that have its own calories, right? जो चीज मीठी है उस हर चीज में अपनी कैलोरीज है. तो चाहे आप ब्राउन शुगर इस्तेमाल कीजिए, व्हाइट शुगर इस्तेमाल कीजिए, आप गुड़ यूज कीजिए, एवरीथिंग हैव इट्स ओन कैलोरीज, राइट? सो द बेस्ट, fat free, calorie free, the sweet you can use is the stevia, right? Which is stevia, stevia, because जो stevia होता है, that is a natural form of the sugar, right? उसका प्लांट होता है जिसको आजकल आपको easily मार्केट में कहीं पे भी अवेलेबल हो जाता है. So stevia is the best source of the sweetener, as it is a natural and it is zero in the calorie. And we should not use sugar free because it is a artificial sugar and it can affect your organs, your skin and your heart also. और जैसे हनी की बात आती है, मेरे दिमाग में एक बात आती है हनी से. जब आई रिमेम्बर व्हेन आई वाज इन द स्कूल, तो सबसे पहले स्कूल में एक चीजें पास होती थी, अरे तुझे पतला होना है, सुबह ना गर्म पानी के साथ में उसमें हनी डाल के और नींबू डाल के ले लियो, बिकॉज आई रिमेम्बर स्टिल दैट थिंग. सो ये चीज, ये जो रेसिपी है, ये एक्चुअली हम स्टार्टिंग से हमारे बचपन से शेयर होने लग जाती है और ये दिमाग में रहती है और हम में से बहुत लोग इसको यूज भी करते हैं. सो गाइज, वेरी फर्स्ट, ओके, don't do that, because only the top dietitian can tell you about this secret is गरम पानी आपके मेटाबॉलिज्म को धीरे करता है. Yes, you are very clearly listening this. Go and search about it. गरम पानी आपकी मशीनरी को स्लो करता है. जितना आप उसे अंदर से ठंडा रखेंगे, the more your metabolism start running. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, राइट नाउ आई एम इनटू AC, आई फील ऑल एनर्जेटिक. द मोमेंट आई गो इनटू हॉट टेम्परेचर, आई फील एनर्जी लेस. सेम गो फॉर योर बॉडी टेम्परेचर ऑल्सो, राइट? जितना आप इसे अंदर से ठंडा रखेंगे, राइट, उतना ही आपका मेटाबॉलिज्म बेटर चलेगा. जो गर्म पानी का कंसेप्ट है, दैट इज मोर इनटू द चाइना, बिकॉज देयर द टेम्परेचर गोज इनटू अ -degree, एंड दैट इज द रीजन इट इज ऑलवेज सेड, follow the schedule diet as per your country, environment, weather and all, right? And top of it, जब morning में आप नींबू लेते हैं सुबह खड़े होते हुए, नींबू is acidic, that can hamper your bones also, right? And as this and shahad have a lot of calories, and in India, whether you buy a organic honey or non-organic, every honey have the sugar inside it. Pure you find very rarely, so we should avoid that. हमारी रेसिपी जो बचपन से चलती आ रही है, शहद, नींबू और पानी की, और तभी हम सब एक लाइन बोलते हैं, मैं तो कुछ खाती नहीं हूँ, लगता है हवा पानी लग जाता है. So no guys, it's just that we are treating our body the way it should not be treated, right? Now coming on the third, supplements, right? There is a lot of supplements which is selling in the market, right? Vitamins के supplements है, right? And बहुत सारे daily nutrition के supplements है. In fact, I just seen, in fact, there is a supplement जो आजकल बच्चों के लिए भी recommend कर रहे हैं कि बच्चे तो 10 साल से plus है, वो बच्चे भी ये supplements ले सकते हैं. Guys, let's understand supplements very well, because आज बहुत सारे बच्चे जो यहाँ से 12 पास करके जाएंगे, वो जिम जाएंगे, राइट? अपनी जिम में जाके फिटनेस ढूंढेंगे. वहां पे जो ट्रेनर्स होते हैं, वो सबसे पहले आपको गाइड करते हैं कि आप प्रोटीन लीजिए, प्रोटीन के सप्लीमेंट्स लीजिए, आप ये सप्लीमेंट्स लीजिए, वो सप्लीमेंट्स लीजिए. Guys, let me have a very, very much clarity on this. First of all, right, we know फिटनेस ओनली एज अ प्रोटीन. जब भी फिटनेस की बात आती है, दिमाग में सिर्फ एक चीज आती है, दैट इज प्रोटीन, right? So remove that thing from your mind, because body is made of all the nutrient, whether it's a vitamin, mineral, zinc, calcium, everything. It is not just made up of protein, right? And as a lot of science students will be here, they can just imagine कि अगर आप हाई प्रोटीन लेते हैं, इनफैक्ट द ले पर्सन कैन रिलेट टू इट, अगर आप बॉडी में सिर्फ हाई प्रोटीन डालते हैं, इट कैन हैम्पर योर ऑर्गन्स, it can bad for your skin as well, right? And it can lead you to the paralysis also, right? And in fact, there is a new theory, it can give you the depression as well. So guys, it is very, very important, don't rely only on protein. All the nutrients is very important for the body, so take all the nutrition, and that is very important for the good body, right? So, and now coming on the supplements part, I always say one thing, supplements को लेके मैं हमेशा एक चीज बोलती हूँ, क्या और मार्केट के अंदर बहुत सारे तुलसी के सप्लीमेंट्स आते हैं, टर्मरिक के सप्लीमेंट्स आते हैं, क्या किसी ने कभी देखा है किसी पेड़ पे कोई सप्लीमेंट उगड़ा हो? तुलसी की जगह एक टैबलेट बाहर निकल के आ गई हो, और हल्दी की जगह कभी वहां पे बहुत सारी टैबलेट्स लग गई हो, राइट? So when nature haven't give us, right? जब nature ने, right, हमें हमारे nutritions को supplement दवाइयां बना के पेड़ पे नहीं लगाया है, so how you find the health in that? Remember, the supplements are made in the factory, right? So it is not natural. First of all, you cannot combine it with the natural, right? And if you have to treat your body, you have to find the solution in the nature, because याद हमें रखना है हम इस nature से है, and all the answer hide in this nature itself, right? So let's take an example of it. You're right. So guys, for speeding up the metabolism, right? You no need to go anywhere. आपकी kitchen ही सबसे बड़ा उसका answer है, right? Your kitchen is the biggest answer for that. आपको एक छोटी सी चीज करनी है. In the morning, take half teaspoon of turmeric, right? जो आपकी हल्दी होती है. Take half teaspoon of turmeric with the normal water, and the same thing you need to repeat after the dinner. जो turmeric है, that will boost your immune system, that will speed up your metabolism also. उसके अलावा आप क्या कर सकते हैं? सुबह खाली पेट, right? आपको 2 छोटी हरी इलायची लेंगे, which is small green cardamoms, right? You need to take, just उसको थोड़ा सा चबाना है, engulf it with the water, and repeat the same thing after the dinner. Both of the spices, turmeric and the green cardamom, will work as a natural, metabolism booster for you, and also turmeric and the cardamom will boost your immune system as well. So guys, did we go on anywhere, right, for the health? No, answer in your own kitchen, because हमें याद रखना है हमारा kitchen, it's not just a kitchen, it's a biggest medical store. And not for now, since ancient ages, centuries, it's a biggest medical store, and that is what we are doing wrong nowadays. We are going away from that. हमने अपने लाइफ को ब्रोकली बना दिया है, avocado बना दिया है, supplements बना दिया है with things, fruits, vegetable and fruit which even not growing in a country, and the things which is made in a factory, we have made the lifestyle of that, and that is the reason problems like PCOD, irregular periods, diabetes, thyroid is become such a common problem. एक जो diabetes और thyroid जैसी health issue जो हमें हमारी एक age के बाद 50-60 के बाद होते थे, now even the 20 years, person is suffering from such issue. So biggest answer is because we finding our answer, our solution, not in our kitchen, but into a fancy things. Now let's forward on the immune booster, right? Because, like what I believe as a health expert, अगर हम अपनी लाइफ 3 महीने पहले मैं देखूं, so हमारी एक लाइफ थी जिसमें हम हमेशा बोलते थे I am busy. I am busy with my work travel. I am busy with my traveling. I am busy in this and that. But Corona has taught people one thing for sure, that health is one of the important thing in the life. Because guys, remember one thing, right? If you have health, right? You have, energy. If you have energy, you work and you get success and you get wealth. So the answer of the success well starts from health. So that is a very important part of the life, और हमें उसको treat वैसे ही करना है. Because when I go for the session in the school, so I see, in fact, teachers are not taking care of their health because I understand the schedule is very busy. Children are not taking care of their health because आजकल Zomato और Swiggy आ गया है, right? दो अभी कोरोना वायरस ने उसको थोड़े दिनों के लिए ठहरा दिया है, बस Swiggy आ गया है, Zomato आ गया है. बहुत parents, because I have a children, who are my client. और मैं देखती हूँ वो रात को मम्मी पापा से छुप के रात को स्विगी जोमेटो से खाना मंगवाते हैं. Don't do that, guys, because if you're doing that, what you are just you're bringing a obesity, right? And obesity maybe school time tak aapko itna pareshan na kare, but once you pass out your 12th, you have a beautiful career who's waiting for you, and fitness will play a very, very important role in that, right? At the end of the session, I'll show something which gonna surprise you people. So from the experience, I'm telling you that fitness plays a very important help. Don't find your life, अपनी जिंदगी को आप स्विगी, जोमेटो, पिज्जा, पास्ता में gym with this artificial protein and the supplements. So now let's come on the immune booster, right? Immune. So boosting immune is very important. और अभी तक जैसे कोरोना के केसेस इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं, बट हम लोग घर पे हैं, so ये बेस्ट टाइम मिला है जब हम अपनी बॉडी पे काम कर सकते हैं. So there's a few small steps that you can follow, right, which will definitely help your boosting your immune system. So सबसे पहले मॉर्निंग में आपको आधा चम्मच से थोड़ा सा कम आपको ब्लैक पेपर लेना है, जो आपका काली मिर्ची होती है, because black pepper will help you to boost your immune system, right? उसके बाद आपको आधा चम्मच, half to 1 teaspoon, you need to take fresh ginger grate करके, grated half to 1 teaspoon fresh ginger लेना है, जो आपका अदरक होता है, right? Because these two things you have to take early in the morning and after the dinner. It will speed up, it will boost your immune system, right? Because both of this nutrient have 42 benefits attached to it, right? And in case you have a child who's very young, right? आप 4 साल से ऊपर के बच्चों को दे सकते हैं. For example, I have my daughter who's 4 years old. So even what I do for her, right? आप एक सूप बनाइए बच्चे के लिए, टमाटर का सूप बना दीजिए. उसके अंदर आप आधे चम्मच से बहुत कम, बिकॉज बच्चों के अकॉर्डिंग, एज के अकॉर्डिंग, आप उसके अंदर टर्मरिक डालिए, और सॉरी ब्लैक पेपर डालिए, एंड थोड़ा सा लेस देन हाफ टी स्पून आप जिंजर उसके अंदर डालिए. एंड बच्चों के लिए, राइट, आप उसके अंदर थोड़ा सा, बिकॉज अगर जो 4 साल से बच्चे हैं उनके लिए आप थोड़ा आधा चम्मच शहद डाल सकते हैं, एंड मेक दिस सूप एंड गिव टू योर चाइल्ड. एंड अदरवाइज पीपल who the children who are 10 years above till 100 years, you can take the spices just like that. So these two spices will work as amazing to naturally boost your immune system as well, right? And guys, now let's come on the time, right? Time. So यहाँ पे आपने सुना, like anchor, she moderator, she said that our concept is eat, sleep, right, and lose. What is this eat, sleep, and lose, right? Mind में आता है ना, मतलब खाना है, सोना है. What is that? Look, there is a big, thing is behind this. Sleep means that till now we know one thing about the way, diet, that we have to become a Cinderella. Okay, जैसे ही वर्ड डाइट दिमाग में आता है, सबसे पहले हमें लगता है कि अब हमें सिंड्रेला बन जाना है. That there should be a time for the breakfast, there should be a time for the lunch, and there should be the time for the dinner, right? And busyness जो एक वर्ड है, वो बच्चों को स्कूल टाइम से आ जाता है, because they study, they have to take out the time. Then लाइफ में हम जितने बढ़ते चले जाते हैं उतना लाइफ बिजी होता चला जाता है. And then we think, oh, I cannot stay fit because I don't have a time, right? I cannot stay fit because I don't have a time. No, this is just an excuse, because we are the first one, who came up with this concept. You can follow your own timing. How does it matter whether you're taking your breakfast at 1 in the afternoon? How does really matter if you're taking your lunch at 6 in the evening? How does it really matter if you're taking your dinner at 12 o'clock? because listen it carefully, because we need to remember हमारी बॉडी के अंदर कोई घड़ी नहीं है, वॉच नहीं है. अगर बॉडी के अंदर कोई घड़ी होती, राइट, सो जैसे हम 8 o'clock होते अंदर से आवाज नहीं आती, चन 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 इट्स योर बेस्ट टाइम. जैसे 1 o'clock होते आवाज जैसे स्कूल में आती है, चन 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 इट्स योर लंच टाइम, राइट. सो एंड जैसे 7 o'clock होते अंदर से आवाज आती, टन 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 इट्स योर डिनर टाइम. No, right? So you can follow your own timing, and that's how you able to focus on your health, and you can do it comfortably. Now, every one of you must have one question, that since ages we are listening, no, we have to take a dinner at 7 o'clock. Now, how it is possible that I'm talking that let's take a dinner even at 12 o'clock? There is a big logic behind it. There's a big thing behind it. As I said, follow as per your lifestyle. ये बहुत जरूरी है कि हमें वो चीज फॉलो करनी है जो हमारा पार्ट ऑफ द लाइफस्टाइल है. पहले एक टाइम था जब सब लोग, right, every one of us, right, our parents, they used to sleep at 8 or 9 o'clock. Right now our schedule has become this, that we sometimes be sleeping at 1 at night, sometimes 2 at night. So if you eating your food at 7 o'clock, and next day you taking your breakfast at 7 o'clock, you're starving yourself for 12 hours. Right? You're starving yourself for 12 hours, and that is the reason you may lose weight and the face of the charm will start going for a toss. And we able to follow such kind of thing for 1 month or 10 days or 7 days, and then we say, I cannot do a diet. So this is not diet. Diet is all about follow your own timing so that you can do as a part of your life and you able to sustain it, right? So now it's so easy, right, that you just need to eat, you need to sleep, and you can see a wonderful things on your body, right? Even a lot of patients, who are on bed, who cannot move, even if they follow, right, even on the bed, they can lose weight, right? Because time really doesn't matter. We need to follow as per our schedule, and we have to make sure body getting a sufficient of the nutrients. Because जब हम सोते हैं तब भी अपनी calories बंद करते हैं, तो body तब भी चल रही होती है. So don't starve yourself for such a longer time, right? Now, let's come on, right, about a green tea. Because, I have seen even children nowadays, they start drinking a green tea. Parents tell them to the children, right, कि fit रहना है, आप green tea पी लो, right? Mothers को देख के, fathers को देख के बच्चे green tea आजकल पीने लग गए हैं. Well, very first, let me clear you, right, that green tea is not a magical thing to make you reduce your weight, right? And if you take an excess of green tea, right, it can hamper your body because it is bitter in taste, and it can give you a sensitive skin. It can develop you to the sensitive skin, right? And right, so don't go for the green tea in the over excess of green tea syrup. 18 साल से प्लस में लेनी चाहिए, right? And the people who have a BP problem, high BP problem, they should not take a green tea because that increase your BP problem, right? So the best tea is to take is दूध वाला चाय and दूध वाला कॉफी, जो हमारी दादी माँ नानी माँ पीती थी, और आज हमने उसको कैसे अनहेल्दी बोल दिया, राइट? अगर वो अनहेल्दी होती तो हमारी दादी माँ नानी माँ सबसे ज्यादा अनहेल्दी नहीं होते, राइट? सो दूध वाला चाय इज द बेस्ट टी टू टेक, बिकॉज दैट इज हाउ, जब हम दूध वाला चाय लेते हैं तो उसके अंदर हम दूध में हम कैल्शियम भी ले लेते हैं, और उसमें चीनी की जगह, राइट, आपको स्टीविया आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. अगर स्टीविया नहीं करना तो आप 2 ग्लूकोज के बिस्किट डाल दीजिए, मिक्स इट, एंड यू कैन एंजॉय योर टेस्टी, राइट, दूध वाला चाय और द कॉफी, राइट? सो now let's move ahead, right? Let's talk about the few health issues also. Nowadays, we have seen, PCOD has become such a common problem, where girls getting irregular periods, their periods are not regular. So for that, there is a simple trick all the girls they can follow. सबसे पहले girls अपना weight पे आपको काम करना है, right? Because we tell when we increasing weight, हम कहते हैं हमें PCOD है इसलिए weight बढ़ रहा है. No, that is just a reason we giving, because when your weight increases, then you get PCOD. So it's a vice versa, right? So, and it is the biggest myth if you have a PCOD problem कि आपका weight नहीं जाएगा. absolutely जाएगा. This is just a reason we are finding because हमें घिया तोरी टिंडा नहीं खाना है और अब आपको उसको खाने की जरूरत भी नहीं है, right? So आपको क्या करना है, right? There is a small secret from the kitchen all the girls can use, right? And all the parents out there, अगर आपके बच्चों को प्रॉब्लम है आप करवा सकते हैं. What do you need to do? A simple thing. सुबह आपको 1 चम्मच सिनेमन पाउडर जो दालचीनी होता है, राइट, और दालचीनी में भी 2 तरह के दालचीनी होते हैं, एक जो मीठा टेस्ट होता है, एक जो तीखा टेस्ट होता है. तीखा टेस्ट इज अ रॉन्ग सिनेमन, वन शुड नॉट टेक इट बिकॉज दैट इज अ प्योर टॉक्सिन, राइट. 1 चम्मच सुबह दालचीनी आपको नॉर्मल पानी से गल्प करना है एंड आफ्टर द लंच एंड आफ्टर द डिनर, बिकॉज दालचीनी is a gift from the nature. It has given, it work as a wonder for the PCOD. Also turmeric plays a very important role in the PCOD. So सुबह पूरा एक complete big teaspoon आपको turmeric सुबह लेना है and dinner के बाद लेना है. These 2 spices will work as a wonder, right, for the PCOD, right? And now, let's move ahead right now as the school, I'm sure the corona should go very, very fast, chala jai fatafat se, right? And, nowadays, I used to listen from the teachers because they have to take care of so many children, right? And they have to keep standing up in the class. They start have a backbone problem. Right, उनका backbone में दर्द रहने लग गया था and all that stuff. So all the teachers out there, I like to share the magical, right, a powder with you which give you a natural strength also. So उसके लिए powder के लिए आपको क्या करना है? You need to take half teaspoon of छोटी हरी mustard. You have to take a black mustard seed which we call a rye, right? Mustard seed सरसों के दाने, आधा teaspoon सरसों के दाने which is black mustard seed. उसके बाद उसके अंदर आपको हाफ टी स्पून ऑफ कोरिएंडर पाउडर डालना है विच इज योर धनिया, राइट. और उसके बाद उसके अंदर आपको आधी चम्मच कस्तूरी मेथी डालनी है, राइट. दीज 3 स्पाइसेस, मस्टर्ड सीड, राइट, कोरिएंडर एंड कस्तूरी मेथी, एंड मेक द पाउडर ऑफ इट, right, and take every morning 1 teaspoon and after the dinner it will work as a natural energy booster for you and your backbone will feel all strong and you get a naturally very strong and feel very strong from inside, right? And all the teachers need to give me a good marks, after they feel all energetic, right? So guys, so this is the small trick that we can follow, and this is how, naturally from your own kitchen, right, without spending a lot of money on the health, going for those organic foods and all that stuff, your kitchen is the biggest answer for that, for your health. Because हमें एक चीज याद रखनी है. It was a saying, an apple keeps the doctor away, right? It was a saying, an apple keeps the doctor away. But I say it's your fitness which keeps the doctor away, because the more fit you are, the more energetic you are, right? And everyone out there, I like to show something to each and everybody here. So as everybody listening me here, and you know that I'm a renowned dietitian, and I'm saying ki aloo bhi kha lijiye, doodh wala bhi chai, and everybody have a question in their mind. It's मतलब हमने तो कुछ और सुना था, how it is happen, how ऐसा भी होता है. So I like to show everybody one thing, so everyone can see this. So everyone out there, I hope you can see this, a lady in the yellow dress. Well guys, this is me, right? So yes, this is me, right? Your favorite dietitian Shikha A. Sharma. So I have my own journey from 86 kg to 52, from 3 triple XL to 2 extra small. Yes, so this is what I'm talking about when I said that obesity आपको कंट्रोल करना बहुत जरूरी है, because it gives you a confidence in life, right? And it gives you a different energy in your life, right? So I have my own journey of losing 40 kg, right? And still you find a lot of charm on my face. My energy level is so high, right? Because coronavirus mein people, they say ki they forgot the value of Sunday, but being a health expert, I know the value of Sunday, because every day we have a live session, we have our so many things that are happening every day, right? But why the energy is still there? Because I have eaten and I have lost my weight. कि मैंने खाया है और lose किया है, and that is the reason I have all the charm on my face. I have all the energy, right? So losing weight is never difficult, but choosing the path is very important. For example, can you see when I was 86 kg, you can find a lot of darkness on my face, and that was actually my face was darker. Because ये क्यों होता है? आपने देखा होगा जब मोटे हो जाते हैं स्किन का कॉम्प्लेक्शन चेंज हो जाता है. Because the reason is simply this: our face is the mirror of the body. हमारा जो face है, हमारा चेहरा हमारा body का आईना है. अगर हमारा चेहरा अच्छा है, इसका मतलब body सही है. अगर चेहरे के ऊपर आपको कुछ भी problem आ रही है, it means there is some nutrition you lacking inside the body. So guys, now we know from the kitchen how we have to boost your immune system, how you have to, speed up your metabolism, and there's a secret recipe for the teacher to increase their energy. And I like to share a simple diet chart that each and everybody can follow in this lockdown or next time at school jab aayenge. So everybody have to see fit to their teachers, right? There's a simple diet chart that everybody out here can follow. In the morning, right, as I just added, right, you can take 1 teaspoon of turmeric, right, with the normal water, right. You can take 2 cardamoms, right, which is choti hari ilaichi. उसके बाद ब्रेकफास्ट में आप मैगी ले सकते हैं, चाहे कोई भी खाइए, ओट्स की खाइए, नॉर्मल खाइए, डजंट मैटर. और यू कैन टेक 2 ब्रेड सैंडविच, ब्रेड, एनी ब्रेड, बिकॉज चाहे आप ब्राउन ब्रेड खा रहे हैं, व्हाइट ब्रेड, एवरी ब्रेड हैव एटलीस्ट 60% of maida into that. Or you can take poha, right? Anything of your choice. With that, you can take tea, coffee, or your milk, whatever you feel like taking. After that, if you have a time, take fruit like apple and all. In the lunch, take a 2 roti sabji, and roti will be normal, not bran atta, oats atta, not at all. Take a gehu, because ये हम बचपन से खाते आ रहे हैं, and bran atta, oats atta, it's all tasteless, so don't torture yourself. Because remember, take all the food which give you the smile on your face, not take away the smile from you, right? और उसके साथ आप कोई भी सब्जी ले सकते हैं, आलू गोभी लीजिए, भिंडी लीजिए, anything of your choice. उसके साथ एक हरी मिर्ची लेनी है. Yes, hari mirchi, right? You must have seen your dadi ma, nani ma eating a hari mirchi with a meal, because it speed up your metabolism. It is good for eyesight and it give you the glow on your face also. और हरी मिर्ची को चबाना नहीं है, तीखा लगेगा, तो आपको क्या करना है, रोटी लेनी है, सब्जी लगाना है, थोड़ा सा ग्रीन चिली लगाना है, गल द चिली वाला पार्ट and chew the rest of the part. In the evening, you can take your milk, you can take tea, coffee with 4-5 marigold biscuits. After that, if you have a time, take fruits or sprouts, anything. In the dinner, again take 2 roti sabji, right? Sabji could be anything, or a dal. You can take whatever you feel like and make it tasty. Diet never means making a boiled food. Make a tasty food so that you enjoy it. You should not have a craving. Again, with that, you take a green chili. और डिनर के बाद आपको क्या करना है, राइट? आधा चम्मच कोरिएंडर पाउडर लेना है, राइट? 2 क्लॉव लेना है, एंड हाफ टीस्पून ऑफ टर्मरिक पाउडर लेना है. एंड दिस सिंपल डाइट चार्ट, यू विल स्टार्ट सीइंग अ ब्यूटीफुल change in your body, right? And you will start enjoying. The diet means is eating and you following your own timing. And the last thing which I like to cover, यहाँ पे बात हो रही थी eat, sleep, no exercise की. As it is a school, so I obviously, I say, when I say no exercise, what do you mean by no exercise, right? कि हमें exercise नहीं करनी चाहिए. No, you have to stay active is very, very important. But school में आप लोग क्या करते हैं? हमें स्कूल में क्या सिखाया जाता है? हमें कराटे सिखाए जाते हैं, हमें योगा सिखाया जाता है, हमें एरोबिक्स सिखाया जाता है, डांस कराया जाता है. So that's the best thing, to do. But nowadays we're finding our life into a gym where we're going inside a gym, we're using a lot of machines, right? Boys इतना weight उठाते हैं, girls अपनी back पे इतने weights उठाते हैं. This is wrong. Because gym is just like a purana time akhada. So when girls are doing lot of weight training and all, right, they are hampering and they kidding, their knees. After some time, it go for a toss. Right, and it must be happen with any of the parents कि उन्होंने लाइफ में बहुत ज्यादा मदर ने हाई जिमिंग किया और एक एज पे आगे नीस ने जवाब दे दिया. Right, so if you want to do exercise, do more of yoga, zumba, aerobics. But in case if you don't have the time, don't make it as an excuse कि मैं exercise नहीं कर सकती इसलिए मेरा weight reduce नहीं होगा, मैं fit नहीं रह सकती, मैं fit नहीं रह सकता. Don't do that, because what we eat is what we are. 80% is the diet and only 20% is the exercise. So जो हम खाते हैं वो ही हम होते हैं. So in case if you don't have a time for the exercise, it's completely fine, because lot of people आपने देखा होगा वो बहुत सारी exercise करते हैं and still you don't find them, you know, losing a weight. Reason, till that time you don't know what you have to put here, you will not able to reduce your weight. So guys, now you can see it is so easy to get from here to here. Eat tasty food, body के अंदर वही खाना डालिए जो आपको smile देगा. And you know, and if you like to eat pizza, pasta and all, that's okay, eat that, but eat after once in 10 days, right? Enjoy as a cheat meal, not as a regular meal, and enjoy your aloo and enjoy your normal, you know, roti, not bran atta and all. And that's how you can stay fit and fine, and you enjoy your beautiful life and your beautiful clothes. So I guess it's a 7 o'clock, right? So I'm done, right? And yes.
I sincerely thank you, ma'am, for sharing such knowledgeable and influential facts regarding the role of nutrition in our life, especially in this fast-following world. We now have a question answer session because everyone is very eager to interact with you. So I request our dear students and respected parents to unmute themselves as their names are announced and ask their related queries.
First up, we have our worthy parent, Dr. Vibhuti.
I need you to be louder. I cannot hear you.
First up, we have our worthy parent, Dr. Vibhuti, with her question.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, kindly unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah. Previously, I couldn't. Hello, ma'am. So first of all, thank you so much for sharing tips and tricks for the diet thing. So my question to you, though you have already told us that what is the better substitute for sugar, but my question to you is, as diabetes is a very common lifestyle disease of today's time, so what would be the best substitute or alternative for a person with diabetes?
Diabetes, right? So देखिए, सबसे पहले जब डायबिटीज की बात आती है, right, there's a, you know, two type of diabetes, type 1 and type 2, right? And there's a few people, you know, who don't take diabetes that seriously, right? And some people, they find it very dangerous, right? So first of all, it's not dangerous, but yes, it have to be taken seriously. और लोगों को डायबिटीज जब होता है तो सबसे पहले हम एक बड़ी सी नो लिस्ट बना देते हैं. You know, घर में किसी को है तो एक बड़ी सी नो लिस्ट बना देंगे, अब आपको आलू नहीं खाने, अब मैंगो नहीं खाना, ये नहीं खाना, वो नहीं खाना, and person start having a more of craving, and when you saying a no to lot of other food, so आप उनका मे बी डायबिटीज ठीक कर दोगे बट कोई और हेल्थ इश्यू आ जाएगा, राइट? तो सबसे पहले, राइट, अगर आपको डायबिटीज है, राइट, सिर्फ कंट्रोल करने तक टाइम तक आप आलू को, यू नो, डाइट से हटाइए, बाद में आपको उसको जरूर ऐड करना है और सब कुछ डाइट में देना है. और आप चीनी की जगह, राइट, चीनी की जगह स्टीविया, जो मैंने मेंशन किया, स्टीविया आप ऐड कर सकते हैं बिकॉज इट्स अ नेचुरल फॉर्म ऑफ शुगर. एंड उसके बाद डायबिटीज पेशेंट अगर जिसकी शुगर बहुत हाई है, देयर इज अ पाउडर विच इज कॉल्ड गुरमार, GURMUR, गुरमार पाउडर. ये इजिली आपको फ्लिपकार्ट पे मिल जाता है. इट्स ओनली फॉर 350 रुपीज, राइट? सो दिस गुरमार पाउडर यू कैन यूज एंड इट कैन कंट्रोल विद इन द 10 days from 450 to the half of the, you know, it make your sugar half, right? So it's a basically gurmar is a natural plant, right? So uska powder aapko mil jayega and you can use it for a diabetes. It work like a wonders for the diabetes. Right, I'm done this.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a thought-provoking answer. Next up, we have Riya Narwal.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
So my question is like many food packets or drink like Coke say no fat or low fat. Can we eat all we want to and still not gain weight?
Okay. So very first, I'm feeling so happy seeing all the students in the school dress, right? Because I have my daughter who's 4 years old and her school dress is packed since 3 months now, right? So okay. So बिल्कुल right, प्रिया. मार्केट में बहुत सारी चीजें आ रही है, कि ये फैट फ्री है, right? And it is a sugar free. It's a diet. But if you go behind that, right, just find the calories and every of that thing have 500 calorie minimum. और जो 500 calorie होती है, that is equivalent to one time meal of yours. And we thinking that I'm eating it and now I'll not get fat. And then we think, oh, I'm doing a diet and why still I'm not able to control my fat. I'm not able to, become fit. So not at all, right? First of all, जो चीज diet अगर वो if there's something written that it's a diet food and all, right? It is maybe just 10% better than the other food. So don't take in a over excess of it. और अगर आपका कुछ snacking खाने का मन करता है, because आप सब लोग घर पे अभी बच्चे, so मैं एक आपको simple सा बता देती हूँ. Even you can go, on my Instagram page, which is shikha.a.sharma, right? You can find a lot of recipe there. उसमें से एक छोटी सी recipe है. अगर आपको craving होता है, snacks कुछ खाना है, आप एक पापड़ लीजिए, कोई भी पापड़ ले सकते हैं. उसको आपने सेका, roast किया. Put all the vegetables top of it, like a tomato डाल दिया, टमाटर डाल दिया, प्याज डाल दिया, and all this chaat masala over it, and your snacks is ready. Because papad have just 10 calories, right? And as a snacks, you can enjoy it. So you're gonna like the taste of it and you can enjoy it as a snacks as well.
Thank you, ma'am, for such an informative and amazing answer. Next up, we have Sanya Bhalara.
Evening, ma'am. Ma'am, first of all, thank you so much for breaking this myth that I used to
Sanya, you need to be a little louder, dear.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, it's all fine now.
So, ma'am, first of all, thank you so much for breaking this myth that I used to believe in since I was a child, that potato increases weight. Ma'am, my question here is, ma'am, how can we control hypertension through the ingredients that are found in the kitchen?
Perfect. So, hypertension, you're right. So for that, you very first of all, control on the weight, right? ये बहुत जरूरी है. ये समझना that overweight is the enemy of all the health issues. जब हम डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, अगर हमें थायराइड है, right, हमें बीपी है, हमें डायबिटीज है, डॉक्टर सबसे पहले क्या बोलता है? Go and reduce your weight. तो सबसे बड़ा दुश्मन क्या हुआ? Overweight. Even when I was 86 kg, I used to have a lot of pains in my leg. My diabetes has come, on the borderline and all these problems, right? But in the right manner, when I start losing the weight, touch wood, everything got all fine, right? Now, in fact, I can talk for 5-6 hours also without stopping in between, right? And that is only the work of the right nutrient and that you find in your kitchen. So hypertension के लिए there is a small trick that everybody can follow. सुबह आपको 2 लौंग, which is clove, right? लौंग जो होता है, clove आपको किचन में मिलता है. You can take 2 clove in the morning with the normal water, and the same you can repeat at the dinner, because सुबह का टाइम, खाली पेट का टाइम और डिनर का बाद का सबसे ज्यादा हमारे बॉडी का सिस्टम काम करता है. So you can take 2 clove in the morning and after the dinner with the normal water. It will work wonderfully for your hypertension.
Thank you, ma'am, for such an enlightening answer.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shikha, for giving such a valuable inputs and knowledge to our students, parents, and teachers about health and nutrition. I'm indeed very grateful to you that just with one call, you willingly agreed to participate in our webinar today and spared your valuable time with our audience. Ultimately, this is the person's value system which makes it happen that, In such a short notice, you accepted our invitation and you are with us. And honestly, you opened a treasure house which is in our kitchens. आपने पूरा पिटारा खोल दिया शिखा, जो शायद हम सबको मालूम नहीं था कि क्या सब है हमारे पास हमारे किचन में. और आई एम श्योर कि हमारे सभी ऑडियंस जो हैं, टीचर्स, स्टूडेंट्स, पेरेंट्स, and a lot of viewers who are watching, they definitely have got benefited from your tips. And thank you so much for being with us. Ultimately, I said like it's a person's value system, and it is through our interactions with others, through our efforts to help others, and through the good influences of mentors and friends that we are able to bring forth a higher life condition, to bring our lives into a joyful orbit. Carrying out actions for the sake of others strengthens, develops, and solidifies the happiness in our own life. When our joy and faith is strengthened, we can inspire people's lives on an even profounder level. The royal path of our internal happiness lies in this ongoing process of developing ourselves and helping others to do likewise. As a special motivation, dear audience, we also have an additional much-awaited session with Mr. Shiv Khera tomorrow, who has specially agreed to come and deliver a highly motivating talk to Scholars Rosary family. We will also have a talk by Dr. Neetu Talwar from Fortis Hospital, who will talk about COVID-19 and kids. So log in again at 5 p.m. tomorrow for our last webinar in this series. Thank you once again, and see you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shikha.
Thank you so much. Take care. Thanks.
Now let's pay our homage to National Anthem.